downtown San Diego commemorating free speech.
This is what democracy looks like! This is what democracy looks like! This is what democracy looks like!
Tell me what democracy looks like!
This is what democracy looks like!
Tell me what democracy looks like!
This is what democracy looks like!
Tell me what democracy looks like!
This is what democracy looks like!
Tell me what democracy looks like!
For the ballot
I like that. That's great. Great shirt.
Come and join us!
Come
and join us! Whose streets? Whose streets?
Our street!
That's right. And in true wobbly fashion, we're gonna kick the night off with a song. It's called The Popular Wobbly. Well, I'm a mild-mannered man as I can be. I've never done no harm as I can see. Still on me they put a ban, load they throw me in the can. They go wild, simply wild over me. And they accuse me of rascality. I can't see why they're always picking on me. I'm as gentle as a lamb, but they take me for a lamb. Go wild, simply wild over me. Take it away.
the band's here. This is cool.
Oh, that bull, he went wild over me. And he held his gun where everyone could see. He was breathing rather hard when he saw that Union card. He went wild, simply wild over me. And then that judge, he went wild over me. And I claimed to saw that we would never agree. And so I let his honor obey just what his conscience had to say. He went wild, simply wild over me. And then that policeman, he went wild over me. And he held his gun where everyone could see. It seems to be the rage, they like to put me in the cage. They go wild, simply wild over me. They go wild, simply wild over me. I'm returned to that thug and the free. They disturb my slumber deep, and Lord, I'm murmuring in my sleep. They go wild, simply wild over me. Well, even God, he went wild over me. This I found out when I knelt upon my knee. Did he hear my humble yell? No, he told me, go to hell. He went wild, simply wild over me. Will the roses grow wild over me? I'm gone to that land that is to be. When my soul and body part in the stillness of my heart, will the roses grow wild? Roses grow wild. Will them roses grow wild over me?
Good evening. Let's try that again. Good evening. My name is Lorena Gonzalez, and I am proud to represent 192,000 working families throughout San Diego and Imperial County. And we're here tonight because 100 years ago, to this day, our predecessors in labor, members of the IWW, who had been targeted by, I know this will be shocking, a right-wing newspaper owner in the city of San Diego and his lackeys on the city council to prevent them from speaking in public. Now, it's important to understand that what they were saying is what was being targeted. They were standing on soapboxes and telling people at this very spot, at 5th and E, and people who would walk by would be going to their jobs in the retail industry and in the restaurant industry, and they would be telling them about their right to organize into a union. And the reason they were telling them is because the restaurant owners and the shop owners were badly treating these workers without giving them a voice, without giving them a livable wage, without giving them any type of ability to make a dream come true in the city of San Diego and to achieve some sort of middle-class stature for them and their families.
Sounds familiar.
Does that sound familiar?
Very familiar.
Is this supposed to be something new?
Is this supposed to be something new? I will tell you. The restaurants that make, a majority of the restaurants that make up the Gaslamp District today are members of the California Restaurant Association.
Boo!
And here in San Diego, it is the #1 faction that spends money against labor, even though we're not in there trying to organize, because they're afraid that if organized labor has the ability to tell their workers about their rights at work, about the fact that they should make more than tips, about the fact that they should have paid sick days, that their profits will go down and the social structure in San Diego might actually change. Not a lot has changed, has it? This tonight is the culmination of a month-long activity. On January 8th, 100 years ago, the City Council passed an ordinance that would prevent what I'm doing right here, standing here, not even with a bullhorn, speaking about social justice or anything. It would prevent singing, it would prevent passing out leaflets, it would prevent picketing. And a month later, that's a year to this date, the police came in and started arresting people. Now, I know a lot of people aren't happy always with how the police act about free speech in San Diego, but I gotta tell you something. Tonight, the police stopped the traffic from coming and aren't arresting us, at least for the time being. Progress is progress. We have come a long way. But we're here tonight not only to celebrate the 100 years of change, of free speech, but also to continue to reclaim that necessary space in our public sphere. If we don't continue to fight for free speech, we won't be able to continue to fight for fair wages, for good treatment, for benefits of workers. And so it's important that we continue to challenge those rules and continue to assert our First Amendment right to free speech. That's why we're here tonight. I want to thank all the people that helped make this possible throughout this month, including the San Diego Building Trades, the ACLU of San Diego, AFT and CFT, our teachers, the Center for Cultural and Ethnic Studies at National University, and the San Diego machinists, the plumbers and pipe fitters, all who gave throughout this month, so that we could have activities and really inform more and more people about this historic struggle.
Yeah, that's cool.